Hello, hello, my lovely angels. Welcome to yet another episode of the Sim Squad. So, today I wanted to share the difference between perfume concentrations. Most of the time, we assume that eau de parfum is the best way to go, but I want to show you the importance of colognes, of fresh extracts, and eau de toilettes as well. Since we're heading into summer, I think this is the exact time to bring forth this education video. Teacher Sinin. So basically, there are, let's just say, six types of concentration of perfumes. So the lowest one is an EDF, which is Eau de Fresh. I'm gonna obviously mention it here. This is your 1 to 2% of oil, the perfume oil, and the rest is the medium. The medium is usually alcohol or a mixture of water and alcohol or just water, or they might have other mediums that I'm not aware of. These perfumes are made for people who want the perfumes to be very skin sense and not project too much. Usually people who work in hospitals and schools, and there are certain professions where you cannot actually wear very strong perfumes, especially for doctors and nurses, and this is like the perfect choice for them. Also, if you do not want perfume that is too cloying, or if you easily get sensitive to perfumes, you can actually try the Eau Fresh, which is like the lowest concentration that possible of perfumes. Now, I don't know many examples of Eau Fresh perfumes, but you can actually get them made. A lot of perfumers have oils and they can make those for you. If alcohol disturbs you, you can use water as a concentration, as a medium as well. The next category is the eau de colognes, and we all are aware of colognes, right? So that's like before we knew about the Eau Fresh, we kind of knew about the colognes, but we actually categorize colognes as not perfumes. So these are the EDC, eau de cologne, and these are usually 2 to 5% of the oil versus the medium. EDCs are meant for people who want something fresh. They don't want something too cloying. They want it to still project but not be too powering. If you come close to a person, you can smell it. And usually, colognes are used by men, and they're usually like in the aftershave. Like, I'm sure you're aware of that. And colognes are also sprayed on amongst women who want to just feel fresh and just refresh during summer days, or if you're in the pool, or if you're in the gym, something that just makes you feel fresh. The price point changes, so eau de colognes are much cheaper than eau de toilettes or perfumes or oils. Your next category is the eau de toilette, which is the most common category. These are your EDTs, and normally every perfume makes the EDT and EDP version of the same. And nowadays, there's also a trend of people making extract of perfumes, which I will get to. Like most of the perfumes, what people prefer are eau de toilettes. Now, just because a perfume is eau de toilette and a brand releases a perfume in the EDP concentration, which is the eau de parfum, it does not mean it's the same perfume, but it's like different concentrations. It initially was that way, but nowadays, just so that the perfume lasts longer in eau de parfum, perfumers normally change the formula. So you can actually have two very identical perfumes, but they smell different. The perfect example is the EDP and the EDT of Versace Crystal Noir. Most of the EDTs will last you 6 to 10 hours, which is like good longevity, but it also depends on the perfume. Citrus like disappears pretty quickly. Base notes, which are usually your raisins, your woods, your oak moss, or your patchouli, these like stay for much longer. But like the other notes, which are like citrus or floral or fruity, they disappear quite quicker. So just because it's eau de toilette does not mean like the perfume you spray it and it's going to smell the same throughout the day. The next one is a much higher concentration, which is like 15 to 20%, and that's your eau de parfum. Now, off late, people love using eau de parfum because it's a good return of investment for you. You don't need too many puffs, like most of the time it lasts longer. But unfortunately, nowadays, brands are using it as an excuse to sell a slightly different perfume from EDT and call it EDP and then sell it, and then people just think, oh, I have to pay more for the EDP versus EDT. It'll give you an easy 8 to 12 hours, and these are like really good for evening outs, occasions, dates where you want the formula to have ingredients that will stay on you for a longer time. So that's where the difference between the formula happens between the EDT and the EDP, because EDT, they just make a very good fragrance. It might not last forever, and of course the oil concentration is lesser. But in the EDP, they might actually add ingredients that will give the perfume the longevity as well. So it's not just the oil concentration, but also the ingredients. The second last category is your extrait or extract or extrait. Like, I don't know, like different people call it in a different way. And some people just call it perfume, you know. Now, these are your like super high concentration oil, 20 to 30%. You'll find this in most of the Middle Eastern perfumes because like they have definitely 20 plus concentration of oil versus the medium. And this is when you actually have like a super strong perfume where you want it to, you want your presence to be known, and you will walk into a room and turn heads. Like this is like the highest concentration you can have without actually having irritation on your skin. The perfume extracts are also unique fragrances because there's usually a couple of notes that are really strong and they really project. So it's a very exclusive thing to have. A good example would be the BR540 extrait versus the Eau de Parfum. So these are super high concentration. They come with a much higher price points. But with Middle Eastern perfumes, that does not happen. It's like all in all, like it's okay, chill, you know. We will give you 20% more oil with the same price tag of a EDT as compared to Western perfumes. So most of the Middle Eastern perfumes last so long is because they all are extract versions of perfumes. And the concentration they use is higher, the quality they use is higher. They use a lot of materials like resins, woods. Good wood example is your oud, of course. So all these form an extrait and they will last you like 12 plus hours. It'll usually stay on your skin, on your clothes till the next day. It'll actually stay on your clothes till you do the laundry. And you know, when you're like actually putting your laundry in your washing machine, you'll still smell like the perfume and it'll be there quite like there. EDPs usually also last because their dry downs are like really strong and the base notes will stay till you wash the clothes. But extracts are like the last category is, which is not considered as a perfume because it's actually not a perfume, but that's oil perfumes. Now, Middle East has like a lot of oil perfumes, and a lot of people have started selling oil versions of famous perfumes, and they sell it in oil versions. You can mix it yourself. That's like the highest concentration. It's like literally you take little bit on your pulse points, rub it, that's it. And then you will make the entire, you will fill the room with your perfume. And these are usually something that you will not wear on your clothes because it's going to definitely stain your clothes. So it's not suitable for a lot of people. You might have to use a barrier like Vaseline or like a lotion or something before putting it on the screen, because a lot of oils can give allergic reactions to a lot of people. People with sensitive skin will not like oils on themselves. So oils are like amazing as well, but then you need to test and try what suits you. I hope this video made sense to you guys because like I tried to make it as concise as possible and make it like very understandable, and I've put the charts and everything so you understand. I'm going to also attach a chart at the end of the video which explains all of these in comparison so that you have like a visual representation of what I've just spewed out of my mouth for the past like half an hour or so. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you want me to make other informative videos. I know one of my followers has requested on how Middle Eastern women wear their perfumes and how they make them last longer, how they put it on their hair. So I'm planning on making a separate video for that altogether, and hopefully it'll be up soon as well. I want to put it up before Eid because a lot of the traditions are associated with big occasions, and what better occasion than Eid for that. So I'll see you in my next video, guys. Until then, bye.